The NASCAR world was eagerly anticipating the highly anticipated race of the Clash at the Coliseum, as the Daytona 500 was just around the corner. The anticipation and excitement levels were high as the drivers prepared for the intense competition. However, for Denny Hamlin, the race was not without its challenges, as he found himself at the center of attention for the wrong reasons. This time, the 74th lap of the race was filled with drama as Hamlin's number 11 Toyota Camry spun after being bumped by Chastain's number 1 Chevrolet Camaro. The incident brought the race under caution and created more buzz in the NASCAR community. The moment was a shock to fans and racers alike as they saw one of the best drivers in the sport suddenly lose traction. Hamlin was known for his speed and maneuverability on the track, and this incident left many wondering what went wrong. The spin by Hamlin sparked a lot of debate in the NASCAR world. Fans were quick to speculate about who was to blame for the wrecks and the cautions that plagued the races. Some pointed fingers at the drivers, others at the track conditions, and still others at the rules and regulations. Fans and media alike were eager to hear Hamlin's thoughts on the incident, and Brian Nolan, a front stretch, was able to secure an interview with the Joe Gibbs Racing star after the race. When asked about the spin caused by Chastain, Hamlin responded, I could be mad at Ross if I can be mad at 5 other guys and about 7 others who could be mad at me. And it's hard to really point fingers. Certainly I'm not happy, but what can you do? We're all just jammed up there." Hamlin went on to explain that the incident was not solely Chastain's fault and that he himself could have caused a spin for another driver later in the race. He stated, "I ran later. After I saw how low he was, I just went as low and probably wiped somebody out. I think I don't even know after that. So it's hard to really kind of point fingers with all the chaos that was going on." Despite this being the first incident between the two drivers this year, Hamlin didn't seem to hold any anger towards Chastain. Instead, he took a more understanding approach and blamed the chaos on the track for the spin. Denny Hamlin, the star of Joe Gibbs Racing, appeared on the Actions Detrimental with Denny Hamlin podcast and shared his thoughts on the exciting race that took place at the Clash at the Coliseum. Being a team owner as well as a driver, Hamlin had a unique perspective on the events that transpired during the race and the wrecks that took place. Hamlin explained in detail about an incident that had taken place during the race, where he got into a heated confrontation with Hendrick Motorsports driver William Byron. He shared that he was initially furious with Byron, but later apologized after understanding the situation. Hamlin said, "So I get out of the car and I turn around and I mean mug him and I walked over to him like, 'Dude, what the f? I didn't touch you and you blew the corner.' And he's like, 'No bro, Harvick was pissed at me and Power drove me after the race and I just ran into you.' I'm like, 'Oh, I'm sorry man, that's my fault.'" The co-owner of 2311 Racing also spoke about a second incident involving Byron, where he was taken out of the race and was left feeling frustrated. Hamlin said, "At the end of the race, I got taken out again by Byron and I was pissed. I was spun around sideways on the track and I'm giving him the finger, and he's not really doing anything or retaliating." However, this was not the first time that these two drivers had been involved in an on-track incident. Their heated rivalry began at the Gateway race in June of last year, when Chastain bumped into Hamlin's rear bumper, causing him to spin. A few weeks later, Chastain spun Hamlin again, this time in Atlanta. Hamlin's car went sideways across the track and eventually spun out. The drama between these two drivers reached new heights in October of last year during the Xfinity 500 race at Martinsville. Chastain was running 10th on the last lap of the race and was in a desperate search for a lane to pass. With no options left, he took a bold move by intentionally slamming his car into the wall, riding the boards, and crossing Hamlin's car to cross the finish line. Hamlin had his ways of dealing with these incidents, but he didn't miss a chance to take a dig at Chastain when the DBC crew declared him "what an idiot of this week." Hamlin's sarcastic remark only fueled the fire between these two drivers and had fans eagerly anticipating their next on-track encounter. Despite the drama and the intense moments on the track, Hamlin's approach to the situation remained level-headed. He acknowledged the chaos that often unfolds on the track and refused to place blame solely on Chastain. Instead, he chose to focus on the excitement and thrill of racing and the unpredictable nature of the sport. In the end, Hamlin's attitude and approach to these incidents showcase the professionalism and sportsmanship that is at the heart of NASCAR racing. Whether on or off the track, Hamlin's actions and words demonstrate his commitment to the sport and to his fellow drivers, and his unwavering passion for the thrill of the race. In a recent interview, he analyzed the situation and shared his thoughts on the wreck that occurred. He believed that it was Noah Gragson who was responsible for the crash instead of Kevin Harvick, who was originally blamed. "When you watch the replays, you can see what really happened," Hamlin explained. "I think Harvick is mad at the wrong guy. I think it was Noah who hit Byron's car, the number 24. You can see it in the replay. There's a bump, and then another stronger bump, which shows that they were hit from behind." These comments from Hamlin are sure to ignite further discussion and debate among NASCAR fans who relish in the drama and excitement that comes with the sport. Despite all the delays and cautions, there's no denying that the intense and unpredictable nature of NASCAR racing continues to captivate audiences around the world. And for the men behind the wheel of their car toys, the thrill of the race is sure to lead to more ruckus and drama in the future. As the start of the upcoming NASCAR races looms closer, fans are buzzing with excitement and anticipation for what is sure to be a season filled with thrilling moments and captivating storylines. One pair of drivers in particular, Denny Hamlin and Ross Chastain, always seem to find themselves at the center of attention, and their interactions on the track are always sure to leave fans on the edge of their seats. Over the years, these two drivers have developed a reputation for their intense rivalries, and many fans are eager to see what will happen when they take to the track once again. From crashes to confrontations, Hamlin and Chastain always seem to be at the center of the drama. It's impossible to predict what will happen when they are in close proximity on the track. But one thing is for sure, it's sure to be a captivating spectacle. So, as we gear up for another exciting season of NASCAR, the question remains, what will happen next between these two drivers? Will they continue their intense rivalry, or will they find a way to coexist on the track? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's see what the future holds for Denny Hamlin and Ross Chastain in the world of NASCAR.